capacity, have obligations, and they are in the process of sending their reaction to the Secretary General, and also groups of how they can contribute to shortening the life of this illegal occupation and to bring it to an end as quickly as possible. This is one contribution in this regard, and it is also a contribution in saving lives. We need a ceasefire immediately. We've been calling for a ceasefire from the first day of this aggression to save lives. And the longer this war, this aggression to continue, more lives we lose, more Palestinian lives. And we lost so far close to 45,000 lives. Most of them are children and women, and more than 100,000 injured. Most of them are women and children, and tens of thousands. And an important step responding to what the General Assembly asked for by a large number of countries. And I know that countries in their national capacity, we were unable, to reach them. Of course, thousands of lives being lost, and the tragedy extended to Lebanon as well. So therefore, this is a contribution in this process. And we are continuing our efforts in order to see the implementation of that resolution of the General Assembly. So we are acting every day, we are acting every week, we are acting every month, and we will not stop acting and contributing our efforts until we see an end to this aggression and to see an end to the killing of Palestinian civilians, and to save lives, and to force Israel to comply with the historic opinion of the ICJ to end this illegal occupation, to end it as quickly as possible so that we can implement the global consensus on ending occupation and the two-state solution, meaning the independence of the state of Palestine with East Jerusalem as its capital, so that we'll bring to reality the possibility of peace and saving lives and the two-state solution concretely on the ground. We will keep knocking on the door of the Security Council. I know as we speak, they are discussing ideas and proposals for calling for an immediate ceasefire and other needed things, especially sending humanitarian assistance to our people in the Gaza Strip, and specifically in the northern part of the Gaza Strip, and to stop this genocide within genocide, because there are 370,000 Palestinian civilians in the northern part of Gaza under the threat of being either killed under the bombs or starved to death. They suspended the second inoculation of polio because WHO was not allowed to send, the inoculations and the teams to conduct it, and the Palestinian people in the north, who have been forced to move from one location to the other location in the north. There is no safe place in the Gaza Strip, and definitely no safe place in the north to allow the humanitarian heroes to conduct the inoculation, the second inoculation against polio for our children. This is the reality that we are facing. We had a great day yesterday in the General Assembly defending UNRWA. We have a large coalition of more than 125 countries in the defense of UNRWA. We had a meeting. Commissioner General Lazzarini briefed us. There is danger of destroying UNRWA. Israel is putting in place and legislated illegal measures against UNRWA. And although fictitiously they said it will come into place 3 months from now, they are already implementing it by denying UNRWA internationals to receive visas. They're not allowing them to come to the occupied territories. They are denying them their rights and privileges, not allowing their shipment of food and whatever things that they bring into the occupied territory to serve the community of refugees. Therefore, they are implementing the illegal thing that they did, and we are discussing the next phase of our reaction in the General Assembly by resuming the 10th emergency session soon, where we will legislate the appropriate resolutions to stand against what the Israeli occupying authorities are doing. And we are working very closely with our friends from Norway who are with us in terms of going to the General Assembly also soon with an advisory opinion about a host of violations of international law as it relates to immunities and privileges, and also as it relates to UNRWA. So we will continue working every day, every week, every month, until we bring this tragedy that the Palestinian people are going through to an end, and to allow the Palestinian people to live in peaceful days, to try to attend to their wounds, to rebuild our society, to rebuild the Gaza Strip, and to allow the state of Palestine as an independent state to become a full member in the United Nations, and to open new chapters of our life, chapters of peace, chapter of living in peace and harmony with all of our neighbors in the region. And we are grateful for our brothers and sisters from the Arab group, from the Islamic group, from the African group, from NAM, from the European group, from the Latin American groups, from all the groups who have stood tall defending the Palestinian people here at the United Nations, whether in the Security Council or the General Assembly, until they allow the Palestinian people to take what belongs to them and what they deserve: independence, freedom, dignity in the free, independent state of Palestine after we put an end to this aggression today before tomorrow. Many who are working around these noble objectives. We will have very soon, in less than a week, a summit of Arabs and Muslims in Riyadh, in Saudi Arabia. We are hopeful that in that summit, a plan of action will be adopted and resolutions that will contribute to bring an end to this war, to allow the Palestinian state to become a full member, to allow us, to rebuild Gaza, to allow us, to see the two-state solution a reality. We are ready and willing, and it depends on others if they are ready and willing. We welcome that, and we will see, and we hope that they will be ready and willing to engage in such,